Let's play Plead the Fifth with Orlando and the Freak Show on Wild 94.1.
Davy's being sworn in. It is time for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Scout's honor.
You ain't no scout.
Yeah,
You're lying already.
Pretend today.
All right, so you got 3 questions coming from us, and you got 3 questions coming from the audience. You guys chime in on whatever it is that you want to ask. Davy will hopefully pull the pass away from him so you can get unadulterated honesty. Let's see. Meredith, we're going clockwise. You're first.
Okay. Is there something that you, like, it could be a product or whatever, that you're going to be boycotting until the day you die? You just don't like it. You don't like what they stand for, or you just don't like the taste of it, or whatever it could be.
R. Kelly. I drew my line in the sand. I'm done with R. Kelly.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not playing his music. I've deleted "Step in the Name of Love."
Oh, that's serious.
Yeah.
That's serious.
I was even just a couple days ago. I was listening to an old Jeezy album, and he has an old record with R. Kelly, and I was like. And I changed it.
What?
Yeah, man, I'm done with Kells.
Oh my God.
I can't
Wow.
do it.
Good for you.
R. Kelly and Monsanto.
Okay. All right. Davy,
Yes.
do you remember? I'm asking teen Dot. Maybe it was even earlier, but do you remember? Does teenage Davy remember the first person he saw naked?
Oh.
Yes.
Look at his face.
Yes, I do.
Who was it?
She was like a neighbor, and me and her had like a little thing going on, and
How old was this?
I was probably 12 or 13, something like that. Probably 12. And we were just like riding bikes around the neighborhood all day, and I ended up at her house, and she changed in front of me. And she was like, "Hey, look away." I remember this so vividly. She was like, "Hey, look away. I got to change." And then she caught me looking. And then it was like a test to see like if I liked her or something like that. But yeah, she was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She's like, "Don't look at me."
And you looked at
That got you through for a little while.
Yeah, that was a big deal back then.
Yeah.
The first pair?
Yeah. That was a big deal.
Did you tell your like friends and everything?
No, I don't think I did, because I knew at an early age that
was not right.
That could ruin it.
Yeah.
That could ruin possibilities for future
you wouldn't
nakedness.
get invited back.
Right.
It's like, why are these dudes in my lawn? They're like, we waiting to see what Davy said. We want to see it.
Yeah.
Davy. Okay, so you meet a lot of strangers. I
Okay.
mean, whether you're sitting at a bar or you're in the sauna.
Yes.
I mean, people come up to you out of nowhere. And
I'll
you guys,
come up to them sometimes.
Right, exactly. You start talking about stuff. So, who is a total stranger that you have met and had a conversation with that you're never going to forget, and why? Maybe it takes up, space in your mind every now and then, rent-free, just like popping up every now and then. Maybe what they said, what they did for a living. You have met a bunch of interesting folks.
We hear about them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. I love to start random conversations with people. You know what? There was this guy that came to the tattoo shop that I was talking to, and he had a really interesting story. He played professional football. He was on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he just had this wild story about he got stabbed like his second year in the NFL, almost died. The guys that stabbed him after like a long court battle, the case was dismissed, and the guys who stabbed him sued him. And it was just this wild story and I've actually told this story on his behalf a couple times, but that's one that definitely sticks out. He was a perfect stranger when I met him, and like 5 or 6 hours later of talking, I felt like, yeah, I know this guy.
You claim that about everybody. Like, you'll see somebody in the sauna and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, so I do DJing. What do you do?" Like,
I start talking,
like
yeah.
stranger danger,
I'm a
dude.
talker,
Like, stop
for
it.
Sure.
Did they
Yeah.
sue him and win?
No, their lawsuit ended up getting dismissed because they got locked up.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
good. I
Probably
needed to
for
wrap
being
that up.
stabby. That's what they got locked up
Stabby
for.
my
Genius,
ass.
stabby people. I don't want that.
My God.
All right, Davy has answered his 3 from us. Now it's on you. You got 3 questions coming from the audience. He still has a pass, but we got it coming up for you on the other side, little baby. Hold on. All right, Davy is under the microscope here for the Plead the Fifth action. Meredith asked him if there was anybody that he met that he remembered. He remembered the stabbing of a Pittsburgh Steelers football player that he met. Davy meets friends all the time. He's never met a stranger. Also asked him what brand he is boycotting for life, which you said
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly, the brand. And I asked him if he remembered the first nakedness that he saw, and it was a neighbor that he pretty much snuck and got a peek at. Did that ever come to fruition, by the way?
It did.
Okay.
She was the first something else too.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, Davy. All right, so let's see. Your questions are coming in now.
What
We
they wanna
have Doobie.
Doobie.
Doobie
I'll
related.
take it.
It said related to today's confession. What is something that your girl, Orlando, or Meredith have gifted you that you low key did not like but didn't say anything?
But didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything.
My girl one time got me a wallet, which I didn't like. This actually made me think of the confession when we were reading it. She got me a wallet I didn't like, but I returned it. And I exchanged it for one that I loved. I liked it a lot. And at first she was kind of low key upset about it.
But you said, they said, and you didn't say anything.
Well, I didn't say anything. I didn't tell her I was going to return it.
He
I
just
just
did it.
showed her my new wallet. She's like, "What?"
Hey.
Yeah, it was a Gucci wallet, and she just picked a kind of whack one.
No.
So I returned it, and I got a fire, really dope one. And at first, she wasn't feeling it. Like she was like, "That was kind of rude." But then she kind of mine was
very
better.
rude, actually.
But she could admit that the one that I picked was way better.
Yeah, I don't think she's ever said that out loud, but okay, I'll give you that one. All right, let's see. What else we got?
Davy, was there ever a time that you thought you might have gotten an STD?
Not really. Honestly, I can't recall a scare or anything like that.
Never a moment where you're like,
No, there hasn't been. There honestly haven't been.
Well, you always use condoms too.
I'm safe like that.
I mean, good for you on that one.
Yeah,
I mean, geez,
there's a lot of people
like,
that don't do that.
I mean, yeah, according
Neo.
to Neo. Yeah, we just All right, let's see. Davy out of the 904. What is the grimiest thing that Davy has done? Oh my God. What is the grimiest thing that Davy has done to a girl?
Ooh.
Grimy meaning rude or disrespectful or immoral, etc.
Oh, there's got to be
man.
something that maybe you regret.
I
You're
don't
like,
know.
I should have done that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody don't have an answer for that.
Right? Yeah, no. I'm gonna tap out on that one.
Oh, my
And that's what it's there for, right?
Like, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have been grimy.
I haven't been grimy.
Uh-huh.
No, I would never.
So,
But still.
yeah. You did not answer it?
No, that's
Okay.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, thank you.
Nah, we're not doing that.
Man.
Okay, so you have a boomerang on any of the stuff that
do
you
have
answered.
a boomerang
Yes.
about nakedness.
Oh. Oh, okay. What was the question?
What was the first person that he seen naked?
Yeah.
And does he remember who it was?
Oh,
and
man.
how it went down?
Oh, let's see here.
Meredith has a huge smile on her face right
I'm
now.
trying to remember.
Like, well, I'll tell you mine.
Okay.
My grandmother lived in 1313 Roosevelt, and right across the street was Shalonda Williams.
Ooh.
Shalonda Williams, and she had the biggest bra that I had ever seen in life. She was like 13.
Oh.
Okay.
And you know what? The whole thing was I ended up going in her house because we went in to get something to drink. When I would go visit my grandmother, I would always hang with the boys, but she was the only girl on the street. And because I was a visitor, I was just like, she was enamored with me. So she would be like, "You want some lemonade?" I come in and get some lemonade. And I remember I saw her bra sitting on like the hang up thing for the laundry, and I was like, "That's the biggest bra I've ever seen." And when I said something about it, she's like, "It's not that big," and she lifted her shirt and showed me her bra, and I'm like,
Whoa.
and then she unbuttoned it. I'm like, whoa. And I was so geeked. And I remember I went to school and told my guys, but it sounded like it was a lie because it's like, "Oh, I saw somebody naked." "Who?" "Well, at my grandmother's house." And they're like, "We don't know if this is true." So they never believed me. So that was it.
The first male that I saw naked was in high school. And I mean, listen, I had never, ever in my life seen like a fully naked guy in front of me before. And I was just like, I think the first time you see it, you're kind of like, well, that's what everybody's been talking about. Because it doesn't look like, it's kind of like just there. It's
You weren't
like,
impressed?
Are you basically trying to say you wasn't?
I was just, well, it's not very, like women are so beautiful and they're, the way that they're sculpted and just all that stuff. And then you see a guy and it's just like.
A young guy, too.
It's hanging and it's just like there. And it's just like, I don't know. I was unimpressed for sure. 100%.
That's why everybody had dim lights. That's where red lights and stuff like that came from. Just make it look a lot better.
Yeah, and I was like, that's what everybody's been talking about.
Where were you?
In a bedroom. In his bedroom.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
His mama
left
wasn't
that part
home.
out.
So you was fast.
I was not
And at what age was this?
Oh, man. Maybe
fast
like
ass.
15 years
Meredith,
old.
that's why you see
Maybe
your mama.
15, 16.
Yeah, you lucky your mama don't listen to this show.
Nah, she knows better.
All right, let's see here. Well, you have officially got done.
Yeah, that's
All right, that's a
believe it.
wrap right there. All right, Davy is pulled up and answered all the questions except one. We will dig into the grime of Davy. All right, you have completed Plead the Fifth action. It's 8:39. Good morning.